All right. Where's Matthias? Hey, Matthias! What's the surprise you were talking about? Matthias?
Coming!
All right. Come on.
Yeah. Don't be so
Oh,
impatient.
wow. Okay.
Look at that
Yeah.
surprise. You wanted popcorn? I brought you
Oh,
popcorn.
thanks, mate.
And a beer.
All right. I'll take the full one.
No. I needed some extra fuel
All
making the
right.
popcorn, so
Well,
this
as
is...
long as I get the popcorn, I'm happy.
No.
Okay. Then take the beer.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Hey there, underwater filmmakers. Welcome back to the channel for another episode of reviewing your underwater films. As always, great to see all your smiling faces. And as always, I have Sebastian with me here today as well.
Hi, guys.
It's great to have you here for this, for yet another review that we're doing today. Now, today we are going to be reviewing a film by Rodrigo Echeverri that he filmed in the Maldives not that long ago. And a little side note here, Rodrigo is actually one of the first channel members. He just signed up a few days ago, and that's also the reason why we are prioritizing his review or his video here in this review series. Which also means if you guys want to have your videos prioritized and don't want to wait for too long, you can also join our membership program here on the channel and have your videos reviewed in no time. So, what has he been filming with, Sebastian?
Well, he filmed with a Sony A7S Mark III and with
Nice.
two Big Blue 10,000 lumen lights.
Nice.
And yeah. Oh, now you start eating? Because I just wanted to ask you if you want to
Keep
share.
talking. I'll eat. Keep talking.
Okay, I think, well, that's all I have. So let's watch a film about the Maldives.
Well, let's see what Rodrigo has put together for us.
Yes, and share.
Hey!
Hello, welcome back to Aquarod. Today we're here to talk about the Maldivian adventure I had the opportunity to go to with my family over the December holidays. It was overall a fantastic 7 days of diving with about 14 to 15 dives. I didn't do all of the dives because the current was hard for me with the camera. I don't know, that's the kind of diver I am, so maybe Superman can do it. Some of it is actually hard in the Maldives, but this is the first time I had the opportunity to take the Sony A7S III with me, and I think this is important about this video. Previously, you can compare my other footage. I'm using a GH5. I love the colors of it, but there are some challenges about focusing and just the light sensitivity of the sensor. This time we took the Sony and we actually had the opportunity to film that famous, amazing dive at the Alimata jetty where you get all of these. Not gonna tell you, you have to watch it.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Rodrigo, for submitting this video to be reviewed within the series here. That was really nice. I really enjoyed
Yeah.
watching this. What do you think? What have you got to say about Rodrigo's video?
Well, it was like at the beginning, there was like kind of surprising that he came into frame, but I
Hmm.
thought it was like, I don't know, this, I think 2 minutes or what it was. It was, yeah, entertaining. It's like he's a very, I say, charming guy. It's
Hmm.
like he's talking and so about his experience, and it was just nice watching. It's just 2 minutes just went by.
Hmm.
Um, and the underwater footage is nice. There are some good shots. I think some parts we can talk about, but yeah,
Yeah.
overall it was like, yeah, nice 2 minutes to watch. Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. Yeah, I agree. I think it kind of had a story to it, really. As we were talking about storytelling and stuff here on the channel in the past 2 weeks, this is actually something that Rodrigo has done very well. He's told a story. He's told the story
Yeah.
of him and his family being on a dive vacation in the Maldives, and I've really enjoyed also, as you said, seeing Rodrigo. Talking to the camera and then having basically having a voiceover over the images that he was showing at certain points throughout his clip, and that seemed to have worked very well.
Mm.
Yeah, it didn't seem long at all, which it wasn't really, but it didn't seem at all long at all. It was really pleasant to watch, and the imagery was actually really, really nice. Um, yeah, I've written down a couple of things. Do you want to
Oh, you can go
start?
ahead.
Should I
Sorry. Yeah.
start? Okay, you just want to eat popcorn while I
Yeah.
talk, right?
Just keep on. What are you saying about?
Yeah. Okay. So I'll start, and you can munch on the popcorn. So I said a couple of things already, Rodrigo, that I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed seeing your face and you talking about the experience. I really enjoyed how you were saying how you were going to tell us what you saw under that jetty, under that pier, and then you were like, no, I can't tell you. You'll have to see. This is really cool. It's like a little twist there, and I really enjoyed that. And then you show us these amazing images of the sharks, the stingrays, and all the marine life that you were showing us in the last part of the film. So that was really cool and made kind of the whole thing, the whole film really nice to watch. The music was really fitting, I find. Worked very well with the images that we saw. The narration I really enjoyed. I think there was some sound design in certain parts of the film. I don't think it was throughout the entire film. I noticed it particularly towards the end of the film when you were showing us the boat. I think it was the bananas and then the boat with the drone. Um, if you do include sound design, I think that you should be including it throughout the entire film. And I don't think I heard any sound design like in the first or
No,
middle
not the
part
beginning. Yeah.
of the film itself. So that's probably one of the things that I can pass on as a tip. If you do include that sound design, just make it consistent throughout the entire movie. I think that's going to work better for you there. I really enjoyed the drone shots. I think you've got some really, really
Yep.
nice drone shots integrated in the film there. And the only other thing that I can think of that I just saw from watching it the first time was that on some of the wide angle shots, it seemed like you could have put a little bit more work into matching the colors. Sometimes the blue to me didn't really look the same from one wide angle shot to another wide angle shot. And just putting a little bit extra work in there would have probably solved that problem. I don't know what profile you were filming in on the A7S III, but normally you can do quite a bit of color correction on that camera. And well, if you're filming in any log profile, anyways, you should have been able to do so. But that's really the only other thing that I can sort of criticize about this film. Yeah, so that's kind of my 5 cents, and I'll pass it on to you.
No, I'm totally with you. For the white balance part, I would say the camera is definitely capable of doing white balance in that kinds of water. So a little bit more work there, and then you get a nice balanced picture out of it, and the other one is the color matching, just from one shot to another. Just take a little bit more time.
So you're suggesting that he does manual white balance? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, just taking care of the white balance a
Yeah.
little bit, like in post-production, if it's possible, if you filmed in log or
Yeah.
something, just to
Yeah.
adjust the white balance a little bit. And the other thing would be the shot matching, as you mentioned already, from one wide angle to another, just to try to
Yeah.
get the blues a little bit more, like. So it's
Yeah.
like
So they look a
nice,
little more
nice blue,
alike.
yeah.
Yeah.
And other than that, oh, I have one minor point, but it's like more a personal thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is like the logo.
Mm-hmm.
I find it a very nice logo, but I would just personally would just do it a little smaller in the corner. I had the
Mm-hmm.
feeling at the beginning of the film it was like very prominent in the picture,
Mm-hmm.
and so I kept the first 10, 15 seconds I kept looking at it and like keep concentrating on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's don't get me wrong, it's nice, it's good. I personally just would do it a little bit smaller to keep the viewers just on the picture
Yeah.
and not
Not on the logo.
cover something by the logo. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. It didn't really bother me, but I can see what you're talking about. I understand
Weird
that.
me, sorry.
What?
Weird me.
Yeah, weird you, exactly. Yeah, it's you. You're the problem, not Rodrigo. You're the problem.
So I keep eating popcorn.
Yeah, just eat popcorn and then be quiet. Yeah, anything else?
No, I had fun watching it. It was a pleasure. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, me too. Maybe one or two things that I would like to add here. I really also enjoyed how the clips that you were showing us, separate clips, they were all fairly short. And this is probably something that a lot of other people can learn from as well. Because oftentimes we get entries and submissions here where individual clips inside the whole film, they drag out for too long. And I think that you, Rodrigo, had a really nice sort of middle ground in terms of the length of each of these clips. They weren't too short. We were able to actually see what you were showing us, but they weren't too long so that the action or the animal that we were seeing was starting to bore us. I think you've got a really good length on the clips there. So keep that up definitely in the future. And I also thought that you had a good variety of different types of shots. Closer shots, wide angle shots. I noticed that you weren't really doing any macro shots, but that's probably also to do with the choice of lenses that you have with you, that you showed us at the end screen. There wasn't any macro lens that you were using from what I recall. So obviously it's going to be a little more difficult to get a proper macro shot. And well, maybe the Maldives is not the ideal place to practice for on your macro skills. There's probably too much happening all around you, rather than on the big stuff, rather than the small stuff that you want to concentrate on. But yeah, I mean, all in all, a fantastic contribution, a fantastic film, great work. Thank you so much for your submission, Rodrigo, and I hope that we were able to give you some feedback, some constructive feedback that you can work with and that you can improve your films on in the future as well. Personally, I feel really energized right now, and honestly, I just want to jump into an airplane and fly to the Maldives and go for a dive there from what I've seen on there. I haven't been to the Maldives in a very long time. It's been more than 10 years, and luckily this year I've got 2 trips lined up for the Maldives, one in April and one in November. And luckily for you guys, there are actually group trips and workshops, so you can join me on these trips. I'll put a link down to these trips in the video description below. Go and check them out, and if you're free and if you want to join me on any of these trips, you're more than welcome to do so. Yeah, well, I've talked way too much. Let me eat some popcorn, and you can do
as always.
As always. Let me eat some popcorn, and you can do the saying goodbye. Okay?
All right, I will try to do the same proper way you do it.
Please.
Rodrigo, once again, thank you very much for your submission, guys. We will link the link to his video in the video description below. Feel free to visit his channel and say hello. Leave a comment, leave a like, and as well leave a like and a comment here on our channel. Subscribe to the channel and let us know what you think about our series, about the videos, about Matthias eating popcorn. And yeah.
And Sebastian screwing up the ending. He's got to practice a little more, so we'll try to integrate that in the following episodes here in this series. Thank you so much, guys, for being with us again today. Have a fantastic week. Enjoy capturing your awesome underwater adventures, and we will see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Thursday. Bye.
Oh, Thursday, yes, but Tuesday too. Bye.